tasteless entertainment. Yum yummy for my tummy. Oh, it's you again. You done crying? Good, because this one is pretty bad. The intern in the morning shift wouldn't stop vomiting when he saw the beautifully mutilated corpse earlier. It took the janitor 2 hours to clean up after him. Since you are only here for a short time, I'll eat after we're done here. And I don't need a repeat of earlier, so you can't see the body. Ready? Lovely. I will call her Mary. She looks like a Mary. Mary grew up in a house where she was the only girl in the house, of a father and 2 sets of triplet boys. The only girl in the house? Shame. Is this another story of a young child becoming a prostitute? No! Now stop interrupting. No one likes a backseat storyteller. Or know-it-all. She never really had any real friends. Her older brothers were super protective. Her younger brothers were always in need to be taken care of. When she entered middle school, her father got terribly sick. Her older brothers had to take up part-time jobs and become part-time parents. High school eventually came, and she wasn't short of a complete knockout. She had the right size for everything. If only I were a young human boy when she was alive. Oh, I would... What? I would have loved to know her. Such a perv. Jeez. But you weren't the only one who had such thoughts. Let's just say things weren't hard for her due to her looks. One day, her oldest brother saw the hospital bill had been paid earlier and in full. Even though he was happy, he was curious who to thank. She came in and told them all she found a job so she could help out with the bill. The oldest brother told her she could use the money for herself. Months go by and Mary begins to come home later and later. A few days after Christmas, she left and never came back. The oldest 2 brothers went to the police to report her missing. On the car ride back, one of the brothers thought he saw her. They followed the person to an alleyway. The brother was right. It was her. But a side of her they thought they would never see. She was in an alleyway behind a dumpster, giving a cop a blowjob with others watching. The brothers lashed out in a fury. One of the brothers tried to talk to her because, well, you know. But he was stopped by one of the cops. As she ran away in shame, she heard them calling out to her. But she decided to respond 1 moment too late. A loud gunshot overwhelmed her voice. A cop noticed she witnessed the murder and decided to cut her out of the picture. With 1 shot to her back, she fell in the street, unable to move as a truck finished the job. The police ruled her as a young female using her looks for sexual favors to pay her sugar daddy's hospital bill. The case was closed almost immediately. The cops had a small laugh about the case as it reminded them of how a prostitute was beaten to death by her pimp and fed to his dogs for taking his money to her sick husband a few years back. That does sound familiar. I might have read over that prostitute's life before. Oh well. What is to come of the rest of the family? Oh, you'll hear about them soon, I'm sure. It's awfully late, though. Shouldn't you be getting home? Just be aware. You might bump into a slut and her money trail. Okay, bye-byes. I want to finish my dinner. Baby back ribs, lady fingers, and a Bloody Mary. Yum yummy for my tummy.